I'm about to mix together every squishy I've ever made to make the ultimate, most cursed squishy of all time. You guys warned me not to do this because, as you may have seen in my last video, almost every time I try to make a squishy, it sort of turns into a little bit of a disaster. Not only do I have all of these squishies here ready to go, I also have more innards of other squishies. So this clay squishy I opened up because I needed its skin. If you know, you know. All of these Orbeez in here are actually a bunch of squishies already mixed together. So this is like squishception. That sounded very much something someone would say in 2014 or 15. Anyways, doesn't matter. All of this kinetic sand is from a squishy that I made a while ago, and I let it just sit on my desk for a while, and it just involuntarily exploded on its own, which I thought was kind of dramatic. So the first problem that we're already facing for this video is that I've already used all of my squishy skins. I need to buy more of them, but as of right now, I don't have any, except, I don't know if this one looks familiar to you or not, but this one exploded all over me, and it was the Tide Pod one. I still smell like Tide Pods, probably because I filmed that video yesterday. The smell is lingering, it won't go away. It's almost like I wash all my clothes in that and I kind of always smell like that, but you know what, it's a good smell. It doesn't matter. This one also has a hole in it. The hole is at the top, so we can use it if we need to, but my first idea is to try to empty out one of these squishies I already have and try to use their skin. I'm gonna use your skin. That sounds so weird. But out of all of these here, I think the easiest one is going to be the rock one. Now I know, I've seen your messages on Instagram. I know how many of you guys want the rock squishy. I've heard your cries, but listen, I know I offered to give it to one of you guys, but right now I really need it. And maybe in the future, next time I do a giveaway, I'll make a brand new rock squishy because, hang on. I got a lot of rocks. There's enough to go around, but for now, we're using our rock squishy for something else. Now, I feel like if I took all of these rocks and put them inside of one squishy, that would be too much rocks. And I know what you're probably thinking. Erin, there's no such thing as too much rocks. We live on a rock in the universe. You know what? That's a good point. I didn't think of that. And now that you organically brought that idea to my mind, you might be right. But I think that because this squishy is already so heavy on its own, it will probably weigh down the mega squishy that we're making, the mega squishy smoothie. So I'm gonna try to add a couple of these rocks in here, but then for the rest of them, they're gonna have to sit this out because we can't have our squishy weighing more than a metric ton. I am having trouble getting the rocks out of here though. One of my strategies I used last time was to turn the squishy inside out, but I'm really nervous I'm gonna break the squishy because of my nails. This is so interesting. My squishy looks so gross now. Oof. Interesting. This isn't gonna be a very pretty squishy, I don't think. It's not gonna be very clear. Also, I found out this squishy here used to be clear. Like I used to be able to see through it completely, and now it's sort of like mattified on the outside because I guess I got gross, grimy, dirty fingers. I didn't know that. Actually, I take that back. This one is the one I took through TSA, and I have not washed it. I didn't consider that I should wash it. And maybe now I'm thinking that I should have done that. Anyways, this one also has a tiny hole at the top, but I'm hoping it's not gonna be an issue. We're gonna find out. The goal for this video is to completely seal a squishy that has at least one component of all of my other squishies. Now that is gonna be difficult, and if you've never seen one of my squishy videos before, you might not understand why that's gonna be difficult, but you'll see, especially considering the fact that this already has a hole in it. This is gonna be a hard day for me. Oh my gosh, it's spitting all over me, stop it. Okay, this isn't working. It's okay, I have another one I can use. Is this one also wet? This one is significantly less wet. Sorry, I had to switch out my squishy makers for a second there. This is my most important and sentimental squishy because I traveled across the country with it. It was taken away by TSA. And then I didn't tell this story when I told the short story in my shorts, but the reason that the TSA officer technically gave it back to me is because this lady came up to Anna and I and was like, "Are you Anna and Erin? My nieces are huge fans of you." That's not what she sounded like. She sounded like me. She was like, "My nieces are huge fans of you." The TSA officer had my squishy in his hand and he was like, "This looks dangerous to me," because there's water in it. Really, I shouldn't have brought it through. I should have thought about this. I'm pretty sure this is more water than you're allowed to bring through TSA. Anyways, this lady was like, "They're such big fans of you." Then she turned to the lady next to her and she was like, "Do you know who this is?" And I was like, oh my gosh. She didn't say it like that, but she was like, "You know, these girls, they're famous on the internet." And I was like, "Hi." And the TSA officer watched this whole interaction happen and he was like, "So you're famous, huh?" He said it just like that. And I was like, yes. because I knew that that would help me out in this situation. Normally, I would have been like, no, I have a couple followers on YouTube, but I was like, yes, I'm famous. And he's like, all right, well, here's your squishy back. And I was like, thank you. Oh my God. I was like cosplaying as a stuck-up person, I guess. But weirdly enough, earlier in the day, this squishy actually met a real famous person. Jack Quaid happened to be in the airport. I took a picture with him and I was holding my squishy. And he was like, what is that? And I was like, oh, it's my squishy. Oh my God, I was so embarrassed because little known fact, I know he has a girlfriend, but he is one of my celebrity crushes. He was clearly weirded out, but I don't know, he was super nice. Yeah, anyways, that was a long story. I'm pretty sure that the rocks punctured a ton of tiny holes in here and now it's not holding up. Might have to use a different squishy skin because this is not working out. Our first squishy skin has failed us. If you didn't watch the last video, this one's full of mini brands, so probably the worst option. This one I would say is probably the best option, but the issue is it's full of Vaseline, which means it's extremely slippery. This one I feel like is gonna be one of our last resorts, but this one here I think is the most promising. This is our bath bomb one, and there's not even any water in here because when I was attempting to make this into a squishy, all of the water sprayed out everywhere. Put a little bit of powder in there. The goal right now is to not break this squishy. Okay, bath bomb is good. We have our air dry clay, which as air dry clay would, has air dried a little bit, but that's okay. We're still gonna put a segment of that in there. A sprinkle of rocks, not too many. Okay, I think that the majority of the insides that I want to add to this squishy are gonna be a little bit of kinetic sand, but mainly these Orbeez. Welcome to my channel. If you were expecting clean aesthetic content, I'm so sorry. Here is my mulch squishy. This one I feel like was a terrible idea. I really didn't enjoy playing with it very much, but you know what? I was trying to make cursed squishies, so definitely looks cursed to me, if I'm honest. Okay, we've got about half of the squishies added in now. It's not looking that bad and it's holding up pretty well, so my hopes are kind of high. But right now, I kind of want to switch it up, keep you on your toes. I'm gonna do something unexpected. Up until this point, I've added all squishies that I've created, but this here is my favorite squishy. It's called an ice cube. I forgot what it's called, a nano something, I don't know. But these are super viral all over the internet, and this is a mini one. But no matter how much I love this thing, I love you guys more, and I feel like I'm willing to sacrifice my nano cube or whatever this is for the sake of the science that we're clearly doing. This is science and it's very professional, as you can tell. So I'm actually gonna stick this whole thing in here. This entire squishy sucks, which it honestly might. I think that that might be a redeeming factor. So fingers crossed for that. Next up, the one that I have the lowest hopes for out of the last 3 remaining. This is our mini brands one. This one is just all of my extra mini brands from my Kawaii mini brands video. By the way, you should go watch that video. I really liked that video. It was really fun. I've sort of been trying to connect all of my videos to each other in like a fun TV show kind of way. And so in order to connect my mini brands video to my squishies video, I was like, how do I put all my mini brands in a squishy? That's crazy. Next, we have our Vaseline squishy. I can't believe this one worked out as well as it did. It was sort of a gigantic mess. And this is gonna be a gigantic mess, I guarantee. Okay, maybe not. You. If I had one complaint about Vaseline as a substance, I would say move faster. This is an emotional moment for me. This is my favorite squishy. This squishy met Jack Quaid, dude. Goodbye, beautiful squishy. You will be missed. Oh yeah, I forgot the Orbeez in here are gigantic. What if just put half of it in there and then seal it back up? Wait, I'm so smart. Welcome back, Squishy, I missed you. Oh, that's like the part in the movie where you think your favorite character is about to die and then they come back from the dead. Welcome back. Also, comment down below what you think we should name that squishy, because we've been thinking of a name for it for like a month and we can't come up with anything. I was thinking we should name it Jack Quaid, but nobody seemed to like that idea because they told me to stop talking about the fact that that happened because I talk about it too much. Comment down below. What do you think we should name the squishy? Because he needs a special name. Oof. Ew! This looks disgusting. What have I done? Ew! This video is disgusting. Why are you watching this? Someone commented that I'm a pick-me because I ask people to subscribe too much. Please pick me. Please. Also, that's not what pick me means, but like, I like it when you subscribe. I'm sorry. I agree with you. Here is our final monstrosity. Ew! Why did I make this video? This squishy's kind of way better than all of those squishies were individually. This is actually awesome. On this side, it's like hard and Vaseline-y, and this is where the little nano cube is, and you can feel it inside of there. This side is like super watery with all the stuff. This is actually an awesome squishy. The texture is great. I know it's ugly, I understand that, but like, I'm really happy with this. You guys, you just helped me make my new favorite squishy, I think. I am so happy with this. I'm about to travel even more. Like once I'm back from Europe, I'm gonna be traveling to Las Vegas, LA, all over the place. So comment down below if you think I should name this squishy a separate name from the other one, and if you think I should try to take this with me to Las Vegas. Can you imagine taking this to Las Vegas? That would actually be hilarious. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and I will see you another time, another place. Goodbye.